This week on the Push Pull Legs podcast, the world's best pastries. And are you selling the future?
3, 2, 1. Dan looks like he's drinking a can of 1664.
Hey guys, welcome to the Push Pull Legs podcast with myself, Damik.
Honestly, that looked like Kronenberg. Like when you brought it out of the side. Hi, I'm Tom Hall. Yeah, from when you brought it out to the side, it looked like Kronenberg. I was like, really odd. The same color scheme, no?
Oh, is it that angle there, isn't it? Is that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, yeah. That
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
yeah.
it. Everybody go to YouTube.
Yeah,
Just stop what you're doing. Go to YouTube. It
it's
looks
that
like
angle, isn't it?
it.
Yeah, no, I can let you have that. I can agree
Dan's
with that, but
necking
it's not.
fucking cans. Jeez, look at me.
Yeah.
I've got my dash because I'm a
Oh,
husband,
you little dash water.
and
Oh, that cute.
I've got oranges.
And your half-time oranges, you've
Yeah.
just taken a big bite out of like that.
Yeah. What do you do with this one as well? Because Chloe was roasting me about this. Because I just get the paring knife and then I just cut the oranges like in quarters, and then I just get literally with the orange with the skin on, and then
Yeah, yeah.
bite
Of
it.
course you will.
And
Yeah.
she was
That's
like,
what we used to do
"No,
at football all the
peel
time.
it and then have the segment." I was like, "That's just a waste of time." I'm like, "It's fine. I want it like football.
Yeah.
I got like the little so my
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fingers aren't getting all mucky and shit."
Correct. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't like the thing I hate about peeling oranges is you smell like orange for the rest
Yeah,
of the day.
I was
Like,
like,
yeah.
no, I don't want to get my thumb off. She's like, I'm like, give me the knife. She was like, why do you need a knife? I'm like, to eat an orange. I was like, okay. Uh,
But you see, I have the same argument about apples. Apples taste better cut up.
yeah, they do, right? It's
Yeah,
something. It's
100%.
just like
I
let
don't
the
know what it
aroma
is.
out, right?
Like
Must be.
but it's 100% fact. So must be
Anyway,
something
that
about the
was
oranges as well.
I think that
Like
was
I definitely would rather eat oranges like that than like take the segments off. Yeah,
yeah.
100%.
I've been a good boy though, Daniel, because I I'm not particularly religious, but Chloe forced me to give something up for Lent. She wanted me to give up. I know you do this, but it's a little slightly different to me, I feel, because I have clients in the morning that might cancel randomly. Like you don't have your phone in your bedroom, correct?
Yeah, I turn it off and
Yeah.
charge it elsewhere. Yeah.
So yeah, she wanted me to do that, and I was like, all right, I guarantee the first night I do that, somebody's gonna cancel last minute, and I have to get up, go check my phone, come back, and go back, and I'm like, and exactly that happened. I was like, cool, right? That just instead of me just flicking and just rolling over, it's fine. Anyway, so
Yeah.
I was like, you can do that, it's fine. Kindle, cool, crack on. But I have not drunk any fizzy drinks, basically. Doesn't count. That
What do you
shouldn't
mean
count.
that doesn't count?
I haven't. All right, I'm not drinking any Coke Zero, any Fanta Zero, anything like that. For
Why is that a problem?
I don't know. I think it's maybe like they're all obviously tingedy, like caffeinated, and I feel like
Yeah.
I perhaps have a bit too much because I drink like 3 coffees a day anyway. So I'm like maybe I'm probably overdosing on caffeine, but and I don't know the effect it has on your teeth in terms of
Well,
white.
that's the main. I mean, that's the main thing for me with these drinks is that I'm not a scaremonger of that. I think they're really bad for you. It's like, but
No,
they can't be good for your teeth. There's no
I'm
way
like
on
they
earth they're good for your
can't
teeth.
like in terms of just coloration. I don't think like having something
Yeah, yeah.
brown constantly hit your teeth can't be fantastic.
Well, they've got a lot of acid stuff in them that I know
Yeah.
is definitely bad for your teeth. But I now have I think over here helps because the actual quality of them over here is nowhere near as good. They're not as nice and they don't have as many flavors. So like I probably have one a day, and it's like more in the evening time around now when I'm like, oh, I could do something sweet. But I'm the same as you with coffee. I had to make sure like I've noticed now with me, I just cannot drink a coffee past midday. Like, and I mean, like, even at 1 o'clock, like, I notice it. I can't sleep that night. And for me, once I drastically reduce my caffeine intake to just before midday, and I have three's my max, but two's my usual. I have two. My sleep is infinitely better. Like I sleep like clockwork now. My sleep is always good. I wake up at the same time every day, even at the weekends and all this sort of stuff. And obviously, I don't drink, do I?
Yeah.
So for me, like I've noticed that that has a real big impact on me. I think it's living here. I think that I just drink loads of water is that I don't actually want to drink that much Pepsi and stuff. It doesn't quench your thirst as much as it would with the Pepsi. Whereas I think you have the zero stuff because it's sweeter and it's like, oh, I need something sweet
Yeah, I
to
want
go with
something
that
like
stuff. So
yeah.
yeah, because it's coffee's a tough one because I actually really love the taste of coffee. I don't drink it
But
for the caffeine. I just like the taste of it. So it's yeah, I think and I've not I tell you what else I've not had for a long time that I used to have a lot of was monsters. I don't touch a monster. Wouldn't touch one in a million years now. Not because I think they're bad. I just know that the mixture, like you say, of the fizziness, the caffeine, and all that. I just don't think that it's a smart idea for the majority of people anymore. Like again, just for me, like I just don't think it's smart. So even when I go back to the UK, I'm not like, oh, I'm buzzing for a Monster. I remember I have one. I probably have one at our event when we go back for it, and I'll go, oh, I wish I didn't have that now. Like, I don't feel good after that. Like, I notice that I don't feel good after them now. So that's
Yeah.
interesting to note, isn't it?
I've got no, I just Monster, Red Bull, that just yeah, it just reminds me of being in uni. And I'm just like
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think
I'm
people
just
take it. People have it for the energy. I suppose they like the taste of it as well. But the caffeine hit, I'm like, I'd rather have a coffee. Like, much prefer coffee.
yeah. And if you're like, oh, but I don't want a hot drink, cold coffee, I'd definitely have a
Iced
cold
coffee, yeah. Iced latte, yeah.
Absolutely
That's
fine.
fine. Yeah,
Very
yeah.
strange. But yeah, anyway, that's wonderful things.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
Well, good mate. Yeah, survived another week in a war zone, so that's fine. Currently the mosquitoes here are really bad. So
Okay.
because we leave the doors open for the dogs to go in and out to go toilet if they need to during the day, or whatever, we do get some come in the house. So I'm currently sat in my air conditioned room with a hoodie on because I'm cold, but I need the air conditioning on so that the mozzies don't like come at me, basically, because it's a bit cool. They don't like it in here because it's colder.
Mm, that's
So I feel
interesting.
like an idiot, like wearing a hoodie in 34 degrees outside when it's cold in here, just get rid of the mosquitoes.
You're in Dubai, fucking desert, and you're wearing a hoodie inside. I'm in London where it's been a bit chilly today. Baseball hat,
Correct,
t-shirt and
yeah.
shorts. So yeah,
Well, there
all
you
good.
go. So yeah, that's been annoying me. But if that's the only thing that annoys me right now with all the shit going on in the world, then I'm probably doing okay, I'd say. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
we're all right, aren't we?
I've also started, oh, you'll be interested in this time. I've also started a new training program.
All right.
I started a 12-week training program. A guy, I started following him randomly. I found him on Instagram
Oh, yeah.
and really good marketing, to be fair. He helps knee injury recovery, knee rehab, right? Now, I got one of his posts got me because it said when you think you're recovering from your knee injury, but you can't do things like this, and then he showed a bunch of movements of him like cutting, jumping, all this sort of stuff, and it was like, and then I was like, oh, that's a good part. I was like, I read the caption, and it was like people think that just getting your knee back is all about being able to squat to depth and be feeling strong, but if you still feel like your knee's not quite 100%, it's because you haven't done all these things basically. And I literally downloaded this program like that within an instant. I was like, this guy knows exactly what I want and what I need. Anyway, so it's like €50 or something like that. But like, it's really made me realize how quickly by not keeping up with like CPD and nutrition and training, you just forget so much stuff. Like, I just completely forgot that the knee below the knee moves like from rotation, like with your tibant, like internal and external rotation, right? So it gets you to this exercise just in a warm up where you lock so you squeeze a foam roller between your knees, and then you just basically move your toes from left to right. I was like, I've not done any of this, and I was like, that's the sort of movement that I wouldn't want to try and do because of my knee. I feel like I might tweak something. So just from thinking about the bottom half of my knee rather than the top half, I just think, oh, strengthening quads, quads, quads. My calves and tib ants have never been in so much pain. And I was sat there going, fucking hell, like, I've just no wonder with my rehab, I feel like there's something missing. Anyway, I mean, like, I've done two fucking days of it, right? Um, but just like open up the program, I was like, this is the sort of shit that I need right now. And I went through it and I was looking at all these exercises. And I swear to God, I say I've never seen, I probably have seen only maybe someone like you, my client Josh, and a few other like high level coaches put any of these exercises into any program. Like only about 10% of them might be needed, but the other 90%, I've never seen a coach talk about them. And this guy's just gone all in on the injuries, and you can see in his videos, he's got like a Jack Grealish shirt, he's got a John Stones shirt. He's obviously like rehabbed these people. Like he's obviously knows what he's doing. Well, I'd like to think he does. Because I remember because
He
I
bought
was
those shirts,
watching.
by the
Yeah, he just bought them. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
way.
Because I was watching Rodri, and I know he had a meniscus and an ACL injury.
Yeah.
And I'm watching him play, and I was like, I wouldn't feel comfortable being challenged like that on the ball. Like I know he's obviously playing Man City, whatever, right? But then I was like, there must be something that I've not been doing in my rehab. And then again watching this video, it's all the jumps, the bounds, the explosive movements, the force absorption that I've just not done enough of to feel like my knee getting back to normal. Because I want to go back to doing like glute ham raise and all this sort of stuff. And there's some movements that have always been a bit like, oh, I still feel it a bit.
Yeah.
And I just don't want that feeling. And he basically said in his thing, he's like, you shouldn't have that feeling. You should be able to get it back 100%. There's no issue. There's no reason why you shouldn't. Anyway, so there's just thought I'd let you know you asked, so I told
Especially
you.
when you're not playing any sport where there's outside influence as well.
Yeah,
Like the thing, obviously, return to sport. It's like you've got other stimulus that's happening that you
Mm,
can't control. So it's like, how do we prepare them for
yeah.
that reactiveness? You, in sense, do not need to do that unless you're doing a reactive 5K run where people are pushing
Yeah.
you over and stuff like that. Doubt that's gonna happen. You just got to keep up with Isabel. That's it.
Mm.
Like
Yeah, but
this.
then that's the point of it. Is I wanted to be in a position where I want to be able to try and
Yeah.
sprint or run this stuff. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I don't think I feel comfortable doing half these things. Like I say, cut in and move in and well. But anyway, it was just fascinating. So I got this program. And it's actually pretty decent. Like really really well done, really well put together. Um, so yeah, no, that's what so I've started doing that, which will be fun.
Just an angle for
Um,
Dan. He just wants to work with him. That's definitely happening.
yeah, yeah. He doesn't,
This is what
mate. He
Dan
doesn't need me.
does.
He doesn't need me, mate. I found a fucking one post of his, and within fucking a day, I bought his fucking €50 program. He don't need me. He's fucking flying. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just again, it was another
But you
example of
said
like again
Euro.
niching down.
It's not David Gray, is it?
No, it's some Spanish dude.
Oh, it's from the Spanish dude. Oh, is it fucking Ronnie? Wow, cool.
He's called Dream Chasers.
Dream Chasers. I want to look it up.
Is his by hang on Dream and Chasers has got a couple of things. Chasers has got two R's on the end of it. Alan Sogaldo Espino, knee rehab specialist. Um, Yeah. No, yeah, just good.
Alan.
Again, every single post of his is just about ACLs and the injuries. Like he doesn't post anything else. And like when
Okay.
you talk about niching down, it's just like
Real client,
um
real results.
yeah, like knee rehab, 6 quad exercises you must do. And I was like, well, I'm not doing any of them. I was like, well, there you go. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that that just was interesting to look at. And again, it might not be useful, it might be shit, and it might not be this exercise may not be anything magical, but at the same time, I look at it and go, this is exactly what you as a coach you need to do though, is to post stuff that is different, that is unique, because again, it might be that this stuff isn't great. But I bought the program, I'm going to do it and I'm going to find out. And like again, coaches aren't doing this stuff. But when again you read the caption, it's like, skipping steps here is one of the biggest reasons athletes struggle with persistent knee pain, poor deceleration, lack of confidence in the leg, asymmetry during return to sport. And it's just like going through it, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I, to a certain degree, feel like. I feel like I couldn't go and play football now. I feel like I couldn't go and jump and run around on one leg. I wouldn't feel confident doing it. So yeah, it was just interesting, like going through it. And like I said, even just reading it, I'm like, fuck, there's loads of shit I need to be focused on here. And like I said, just from below the knee stuff. Um, so when I see people with like who have had ACL injuries in rehab doing more athletic movements than I can do with a meniscus repair, I'm like, well, I need
I
to
put that
fucking
in
sort my shit
perspective.
out.
Yeah, I currently. So you should have chat to Nick, who's an ACL reconstructive surgery. Obviously, one of my guys, and he's box jumping, box bounding, lateral
Mm,
jumping, all that kind of shit now, which is great, really cool.
yeah,
But yeah, it's just the exposure, mate. Literally the exposure. And
yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah,
fucking late 50s, and he's going, "Oh yeah, I'm not quite there back yet." And I'm like, "You fucking move better than 20-year-olds, my friend." I was like, "Can you stop
yeah.
whining?" Like, it's absolutely fine. It's like, oh, but it's not quite there, is it? Like, I can still feel that hamstring bit. I was like, all right, fuck no, mate. Like,
Yeah, there's a bit of that in there. Yeah, I think
feel for you.
the other thing I realized as well, I think from my injury, is that I think the reason that I got the injury in the first place was because my really poor hip internal rotation. Because I tried to do a single leg box squat, and everything that you see about it is like when you compensate, and you don't have the ability to move below the knee and above the knee in terms of those rotation points. It just puts pressure on that, and that's I think where it happened. Interestingly,
Which
but
knee did
but
you
yeah,
have it done on? Which knee happened on?
right knee.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll put
Mm.
put it out there for most people who listen to this. Right. If you are right-sided, you will classically have poor internal rotation on your right side, and you'll have poor external rotation on your left side.
Well, thanks for telling me now, mate. You could have told me that a few years ago when I did a fucking injury.
And then
Yeah,
if you're the
it's,
inverse, it'll be it just happens. That's obviously our people dominant side. And because we play golf, my friend, it
yeah.
accentuates even more based off that rotational movement. So
Mm.
when you like drift back into your swing, you struggle to get your hip round where most people have an internal rotation injury on their left hip, because they struggle to dump into that side and they struggle with
Mm.
hip loading. Yeah, because of the golf based things.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. But there's also a lot of isometrics in there as well, which I know you're a big
Yeah,
fan
of course
of.
there is. Fucking
Like
hell, eh? Right. Yeah.
there's a lot of isometrics, and there's
I
also
just
a lot of like what's that one you call overcoming? Was
overcoming
it called?
ISOs. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Where you got to like push into the squat rack and like fucking 5 seconds as hard as you can, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
if anyone
find
listened to
people
you,
haven't
if
really
anyone
done it
listened to
before,
you.
and then like you can get like spots appear because you're like, ooh, it's effort. Like you're like,
Yeah.
all right, fine.
Let's put some
Um,
effort into things, yeah.
so yeah, the ISOs are fun at the moment. I've got a few people doing some horrible isometric holds. Yeah, which are
Mm.
very nasty. But again, like people like bash isometrics, right? And the issue is, hopefully when you get into a few more weeks of this lad's program, people bash isometrics and say, "Oh, they don't work." I'm like, because you've only hold them for like fucking 20 seconds, mate. Like, start holding them
Mm.
over a minute, over 2 minutes, see what fucking happens. Like, neurally, you're
Yeah.
firing, you're going all crazy, compensatory stuff is happening, and will you get some kind of stimulus or growth? Yes, it will start to support you a little bit better, but it takes to get to that stage, not
Mm.
just being like, well, I tried it for 4 weeks and I couldn't hold it any more than 25, 30 seconds. It's like, all right, well, you haven't tried it enough,
Mm.
mate. Like, honestly, it's fine. Why would you, like, you'll quite happily do like a leg extension for fucking over a minute and like do 15, 18 reps of that. So why not hold your isometric? Because it's boring. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
Sorry.
just harder, isn't it? It's just
Also
harder.
hard. Yeah, it is neurally very, very hard. They are gross. I've got
Mm.
them in at the moment. I didn't do them today. Bad me. Didn't have time. They're the ones that got subbed out because I'm doing a whole like what did I do? Rear foot elevate split squats. I did my reactionary single leg pogos. I get a little bit calf strain on my left side. I've got to do
Mm.
reactionary pogos. I get real funny looks from doing those in Pure Gym.
Yeah, I
And
bet.
then
I can imagine.
single leg supported reactionary pogos where I'm just like bouncing around like inside the rack, like holding myself there. People are like, what the fuck's it? I'm like, ugh, like grunting at me. Yeah. And then I'm literally just got, I do 20 pull-ups and 40 push-ups as quickly as possible. Yeah.
Nice.
Basically an EMOM of sorts.
I
Just
bet
because
they don't do many push-ups in gym either.
no, they don't. Not many people do push-ups. A lot of people do pull-ups, but
Yeah.
not many push-ups. Yeah.
Do bench press, mate. Better in it, bro. Bench press.
I'm just like, I weigh like fucking 90 kilos. Like, if I do a push-up, so 70% of my load, probably all right. Yeah.
Mm.
It's okay. So I'm still probably shifting like 60 kilos, 230s. If I rep them out, it's probably the same thing. And I've got a little
Yeah.
bit coarser. Nah, it's fine. Nah, it's not worth it, mate. All right. Fucking hell. Then I don't take as much floor space. I'm just literally only just need a little bar. And I can just EMOM, 10 minutes, boom, 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 off I go. So all
Easy
good.
as that, isn't it?
I know it's easy. Once you know what we do. Once you know what you, but it does make me, I really want to, I really want to speak to some of the coaches in there. I really want to speak to them, but I also really don't. I don't know
Yeah,
whether I
no.
get too annoyed or
No, you don't.
I'm just like,
You don't want to speak to them, Tom.
in theory, they're my demographic, but they're not, most of them probably not self-aware enough because they're older in Pure Gym. I feel like maybe younger might get some, they're just starting out and want to do some stuff. But it's really
Mm.
interesting. Really, and I've watched like a couple of them train, and they train like the clientele there, most of the clientele anyway. And it's like, come on, lads, like really,
Yeah.
yeah, just anyway. But if somebody's got, I think it's the goatee on one of the old lads, old PTs that really puts me off. I'm just like, can't, like, you just look like a fat Beppe from fucking EastEnders about 20 years ago. And I
Oh,
was like,
nice. Yeah.
oh, yeah. Anyway,
Maybe it is.
there's
Maybe it
me.
is
Just
him.
maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
I don't know what he's doing now. Who knows? Anyway, right. I'm not. Well, we're not going to be on for 2 weeks because I am going to Mexico, dodging cartel. So
Damn
we
right.
decided to divide and conquer and go to the most two dangerous places in the world currently. So
Yeah, yeah,
Dan's
yeah.
staying in the Middle East where bombs are happening, World War III is, and I'm going to go where the cartel are fighting, I guess, bits and bobs of Trump and the Parliament and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, all good. Wonderful.
Mm.
Fuck knows why one of my
I'm
best friends
more
is
jealous of the food you're going to be eating than the stuff I eat,
well,
to be fair,
so
though.
that's where we're coming on to this, my friend. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I saw a post today, and I could not have resonated with it more. Of like, I travel just to eat different foods.
Yeah.
Basically, I just want to have cuisine and whatever. But it was like, oh, traveling around the world to try the best like pastries in the world. So I got up this thing. Um, I don't know whether to make you guess or we just salivate open them. Let's go 10. No, make you guess. Make you guess. I'm not going to share my screen. Um,
Okay.
and we're going to go. I've got the page of thefoodandhotel.com, and it is the top 20 most popular pastries in the world. And I guess what I'm looking for you is anything inside the top 10, I think pastries. So the thing I'm most excited about, well, foods in Mexico, obviously stuff, obviously loads of tacos, like as much corn to like tortilla tacos as possible, like conchinita pibil, that'd be really good. Then I want tres leches, which is like free milk cake, that'll be banging. All these kind of
Mm.
really nice, like tostadas, all that kind of shit. I'm very much looking forward to. I'm so looking forward to it. It's gonna be salivated just now, Dan. Amazing.
Yeah, I can imagine, mate. So number one, surely croissants
But have you
has to
just
be up
got the
there.
same page up? Like, what's
No, no, I'm just
All right,
croissants has to
so
be.
croissants.
Possibly the
How
most
many strikes
famous
have we given
pastry.
you? So you're going to keep on going. You've got 10 things. We'll give you three strikes and then you're out, correct?
All right,
All right. Fucking hell.
croissant.
What? Yeah, croissant number one. Ding. Ding, 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 ding. Good job. Mm.
La, la, la.
20th world's most popular pastries.
The Portuguese custard tart. What's that called? Pastéis something.
So is that in the top 10?
It's got to be.
It's not in the top 10, mate.
How is that? Oh my God! Right, this is gonna be one of those stupid polls where the people picking it don't have a clue what's good for them.
So, and I can't believe you don't know what it's called.
What's a Portuguese custard tart?
Pastel de nata.
Whatever. That. Yeah, all right. Don't speak Portuguese.
Which I believe the first ones were actually called Pastel de Belém because I've been there and they were the ones that created them
Right.
first, but then Pastel de nata is the other ones. Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, that one, the monastery. Geronimios Monastery. I've been there. Good.
Is
Is
millefeuille in there?
Milfi.
Millefeuille, whatever it's called. I don't know how to say it. Millefeuille.
It is number 10.
Oh, that's
Banging, mate.
close. I mean, okay, this isn't really a guess, but is pain au chocolat different to croissant? Because I mean, they're kind of the same, aren't they?
Uh, but it's not in the thing. I'm not gonna take that as a guess because I feel like
Yeah, that's what. But yeah,
wait.
I'm just. I mean, pain au raisin's got to be up there, surely.
That can fuck off.
It's got to be up there though.
The pano raisins, it's the same fucking pano. It's a croissant. It's a
I mean, that's what I
variation.
thought, but
It's not there though, is it? Like,
okay,
I
all
mean,
right.
this is gonna like just see what pastries Dan knows. Right.
Chocolate eclair.
There we go.
Yeah,
Eclair is definitely in there. Where was that? Yeah, Eclair number 7. Nice.
chocolate eclair. I tell you what, I don't know many other fucking.
Pastries. I mean, I thought you were worldly. No, he's not. Don't worry.
I mean, well, like, where does a cinnamon roll, cinnamon bun fit in all this? Because like some of them are pastry based, but I don't think all of them are.
Are you saying it is or not?
Well, because the ones we used to have, like for example, the good ones we used to have, right, from Nordic Bakery, that wasn't a cinnamon bun, that was a cinnamon roll, but that was incredible. But yeah, I know as a pastry, they do make them as good. Fuck it, cinnamon
So
roll, cinnamon pastry, cinnamon whatever
I'm
you want to
gonna
call them.
give you it because I think so. There's a almost like a subsection they've given here, which is Danish pastry, which I think
Okay,
is more like it's. I understand it's not like most of Danish pastry is more cream filled or fruit filled or whatever, but it's like that whole Scandinavian pastry kind of stuff.
yeah,
I think that's all one. So we'll give you that. That's fine.
okay, it's a Danish pastry there.
Yeah.
Um, does apple turnover does that come into the Danish pastry thing? Because that's a popular.
So, but oof.
Yeah, I don't doubt that as an answer. I think that goes under Danish pastry. We can leave that as Danish pastry. But I've been very sweet. So I think there must be some savory
What
ones.
did you call it?
Apple turnover.
Apple turnover. So that is in the list, but it's number 20. A
Oh,
turnover.
okay.
Yeah.
Turnover, yeah. Right. I think I've just gone too sweet. They're savory on here as well, right?
Uh,
Because are we
There's
saying that a
not.
sausage
There's only
roll?
sweet.
Sausage roll is a pastry.
Yeah, right. If we are like, there's
I,
nothing. There's no savory on here. I'm gonna write at the bottom of the comment like, where the fuck's the sausage roll, you pricks?
well, yeah, I mean, 100%.
Right.
Um,
Do you want
I'm
any
out of
clues?
ideas, honestly, on
All right,
pastries
right, right.
now.
Okay. So for the top 10, you can so I think if you went more to, so in the top 10 it's all European essentially, which is very biased. So if you think perhaps there's
Well, 'cause-
definitely, well, actually there's one that's not European. There's one more from France. There's definitely two from Italy.
oh, those little things, the little ones with the cream inside them. What are they called? Oh, fuck. They're so good. Yeah, yeah. Come on, carry on. I don't know what they're called.
Cannoli.
Cannoli. Yeah,
Yeah.
cannoli. Yeah.
So that's one of the Italian ones. Then
Mm.
the other Italian one, I wouldn't. I'm saying this list is shit because I don't think it's a pastry, or it's definitely not. It's a dessert.
Tiramisu.
Yeah,
It's not a pastry. It's not a
no.
pastry. Not a chance.
How do you pick that up? How are you picking a
Fucking,
tiramisu
oh
up with
my
your
God.
hand? I
How are
think
you
if
putting that in
it's
a
a pastry,
bag
you've
and
got to
walking out of prep with that? You're not.
have that. Like, oh, can I have one of your tiramisus? Oh, we just got to cook it. Oh, well, no, like that's not happening.
What's
Awful list,
pastry mean to these people?
right? Go back to France then. Lots of different colours.
Macaroon.
Macaroon,
That's not
macaroon,
a
macaroon.
pastry either.
That's a pastry, mate.
Not in the okay.
All right, and
Ah,
then there's one which you
you
should
should have
get.
said baked. You should have said baked goods. It would have been
Baked good,
far,
wouldn't it?
far
Oh,
more likely.
I'm reading. It says popular pastries
Awful.
in the world. All right, there's one which is so close to you. It is Middle East
Baklava.
baklava. Yeah, there we go. Not a big fan. Too
I mean,
sickly.
that is more of a pastry than a tiramisu. I'll hear that. I'll take that on board. Some baklava's okay. Yeah, it can be a bit too sickly.
So interestingly, they've also put as a global, as I think they put Danish as one of the things. They put one which is just called puff pastry. And as I look in here, there are cheese swirls, there are sausage rolls on that bit of puff pastry. Bullshit.
They've not been nearly specific enough on all
No,
these,
it's
I have
not.
to say.
It's not great. And then to round it out, you've got strudels.
Oh,
Mm.
strudel, of course. Yeah, to be fair, I should have got that one. That's
Well, that's what I thought you were going for when you said turnover. I was like,
the
oh,
turnover. Yeah, no,
yeah,
strudel's different,
similar.
isn't it? Yeah, yeah,
Rounding
yeah.
off the top 20,
But
you got
isn't strudel hot? Don't they come out hot? I suppose
any of them
croissants come
hot
out
if you
hot.
really
Yeah, they
want.
come out
But
hot. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
the
I
rounding
just don't know, but I
the
don't
rest of them.
associate. I associate a strudel with like a hot strudel with custard on it, like a
Yeah,
like a
yeah, same.
dessert. None of those would be like, a croissant warmed up with custard would be dessert. No, like strudel's
Ooh,
better with
yeah.
ice cream. A
Hot
strudel,
croissant is way better than a cold croissant, my friend.
yeah, but not with custard, right? But strudel,
I
you would
don't
need to
know.
have, yeah, true, yeah. But a strudel, you'd need to have custard or ice cream with it, in my opinion.
All right.
Because then we're opening up all sorts of kind of worms. What about apple pie? Like, yeah, that'd be great. Apple crumble, is that a pastry? Because tiramisu's in the fucking list. So I'm sorry.
Right? Not a good list, guys. Fuck you, food and hotel. Then we've got donuts,
That's
Eccles
not a
cake.
pastry. Eccles cakes.
Eccles
Oh
cake.
God,
Um,
please.
so they've gone for an ensamada, I believe that is, but it's very similar to you wouldn't. I don't think I gave you any when you were here. Um, um, I can't remember what it's called now.
No,
Ah,
I honestly
a
I'm
semita.
not happy with it. I'm not happy with this list.
They've got ensañada, which is I think is very similar to a semita, which are really cool. It's like this sweet dough kind of thing that you'd like. I dip it in my coffee. Tastes banging.
Mm,
They have similar ones in Mexico. They're not as good. They're not as good. No way.
mm,
A katma.
don't know what that is.
That's Turkish apparently. Um, and then palmir. Don't like those. French pastry. Some pasta donata, petit four. Mm.
Mm, no.
Do you remember those? Like they're basically a lot of them were like those little little things, petit fours.
No.
Bless me, fuck me. And then some stuff I can't pronounce, so that's good. Nice one.
Oh, that's always good. The stuff you can't pronounce, yeah.
I'm not gonna just insult people or get people going, why can't you do that? Don't know. Anyway, right. Let's go fitness content, Daniel. Talk about what you were talking about. Mhm.
What? Oh, the thing I was going to talk about. I thought you meant. Sorry, the way you said that then was talk about the thing you were
Well,
talking about, and I thought you meant the training program. I was like, I can go into
no, I
detail if
don't
you
want to talk
want.
about your
Like,
training program. Couldn't think of anything
um,
more boring in my life. Don't worry.
well, yeah, there you go. I think, yeah, I put up on my stories. I put, dear coaches, you're not selling coaching, you're selling the future. Um, yeah, you're not selling coaching, you're selling the future, and I think that as coaches, we need to remember that our coaching really isn't that amazing. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. That people don't actually want to be coached. They don't want our coaching. They don't want our training plans. They don't want to lose weight. No one wants to lose weight. No one. No one wants to be stronger. No one wants to be quicker. They want what that's going to give them in their life. They want to outrun their friends, to beat their friends in a marathon, to have the ego check of being able to say they've run a marathon, to have the ego check to be able to say they've done an Ironman, to be able to say they've completed an Ironman, to be able to say that there's someone who's done that, who's committed to the training, they're a type of person who does that. It's a signal to the world of who they are to a certain degree. There's also elements to it where it's like improving their own confidence, the way that they feel about themselves, the way that they wear clothes, the way that they walk into a room, all these things, right? They want their partner to look at them more fondly. They want to impress their friends. They want to beat them at golf. They want to whatever. And I think that the more coaches that I speak to, the more I think that people are losing sight of what it is that they really do. And when you get a client say something like, "Oh my God, you've changed my life. Oh my God, I'll never be able to thank you for everything that you've done," they do not mean the weight loss. They mean how they feel now about themselves, how they feel about all these sorts of things. Like I have, and I say this to my coach all the time. I am not hiding the fact that the only reason that I want to get to a scratch level handicap golfer is because I know what other people will think of me once I do that. There is no reason for me to get to that point. There is no reason. I can go and have fun and play golf, playing on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 handicap. Like to, if I just wanted to have fun, I would do it and I wouldn't care about my scores, would I? I wouldn't care about it. But part of me, the reason I go and practice at weekends, the reason I play all the rounds I play, the reason I get frustrated when I don't play as well as I could do and all this sort of stuff is that I want to be improving because I want to get to a point where there's a level of, dare I say, respect where if someone says, "Oh, what do you play off?" and you go, "Scratch," they go, "Oh, you play golf then?" Yeah, I play golf, not the way you play golf. I actually play it. You fucking knock a ball around a golf course. There's a difference, right? And it's purely ego. I've got no problem saying that out loud. And I think that what we need to remember with our clients all the time is that we need to remember that they don't actually want the weight loss. They don't actually want to go to the gym. They don't actually want to do all that stuff. They want the feelings that come with that, right? Tom doesn't really want to do Ironman. He doesn't really want to do a triathlon. He doesn't really want to do these things. He did it because he was like, well, for my clients to believe in me and trust me, I need to have gone through it. I want to know what it feels like to be able to coach them better, to be able to be a better coach. And I can also say that I've done it. It's a hard thing. I can say I've done something that's difficult and hard. I'm the type of person that does hard things, makes him more mentally resilient, makes him again, this is now stretching things a little bit, but it arguably makes him a better friend, makes him a better partner, could make him a better in the future if he wants to be father, right? I'm pushing the boundaries here, but that's what doing something like those events can make someone think and feel because they do hard things. They are someone that does. So when you say it like that, you go, hang on a minute, I'm not actually just selling weight loss. I'm not just selling 8 kilos of fat loss in 8 weeks. And I'm seeing it a lot because a lot of my clients are selling in group programs at the moment. And I'm like, right, remember what this is a kickstart towards, what this could potentially change their future into. Like, and you need to be able to sell that within everything that you talk about. So when we talk about knowing your niche, you need to understand what it is that people actually want. Because when I go on Instagram at the moment, I just see it all the time of like, oh, lose 8 kilos. My bespoke check-ins, bespoke training plans. Here's what you get. And I'm like, right, I don't want that though. Like this guy with the knee thing, right? Come back to I didn't want a 12-week program. When I logged on Instagram that day, I didn't want a 12-week program. He knew that I wanted to feel like I was unstoppable and that my knee was a non-issue. He knows I want to feel like what it's like to sprint again, to jump again, and not think about my knee and have the lack of confidence in it that I could just go and play football tomorrow if I wanted to. That's what I want from doing a 12-week program. Couldn't give a fuck what the 12-week program's like, what sections it's got. Didn't even ask any of those questions. Didn't even check it. And like I think we're losing that ability to really understand what we do for people. Even when it comes to PT with you and what you do, right? It's like they don't just come for PT session. You know that. All good PTs know that. They don't just come for the PT session. They come for everything else on the flip side of that, of their friend going, "Oh, you look really good right now. Oh, the tailor said my suits are fitting much better now. Oh, my mate I played golf with couldn't believe how good I played. Or my mate who I went and run with couldn't believe how fit I was. I'm in my 50s. Like, the fact that I'm the only person that goes to our run club of the over 50s doesn't wear knee braces. Everyone asks me what the hell I'm doing all the time.
I've literally witnessed that as well because obviously I play golf with like Keith, right, and his
Mhm.
mates, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah," it's like he's lost weight now. They're like, "Oh, what's he been doing?" I was like, "Fucking not eating as much." And they're like, "Oh, he was really
Yeah.
good." Yeah, it's like, and then they'll be like, "Oh, talking about like, oh, because Keith keeps very quiet about some of the gym stuff he does." And they're like, "Oh,
Mm.
so you train like, yeah," and I'm like, "Yeah, you can knock out like a set of like 8 to 10 pull-ups." They're like, "What? No way!" And
Yeah.
Keith's like, "Yeah, yeah, of course I can." And
And,
he's
and I
like,
think as well, the older
"What?"
people get, I think that a lot of coaches don't lean into this because I think that, like you say, Keith there doesn't shout about it, but I bet he likes that feeling.
Oh,
I bet he
he
likes
fucking
it.
loves it. He's like, yeah, yeah, I'm strong. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
I
I can
bet.
get
And
out
and
like
and when you're
30
there
fucking
saying
push-ups.
it,
And they're like,
when
yeah,
it's this almost unsaid secret, isn't it? That like we all say these things, we all want to do this stuff. So like, again, I played on Monday and like we talked about I was playing with random people and again there were a few of them as it is when you play randomers at golf. They go, oh, so what do you play off then? Oh, I'm with like one at the moment, like not quite as scratchy. It's annoying. Fucking bastard. I got there and fucking got worse. They're like, oh, fucking hell. And you're like, yeah. And they go, oh, how often do you play? And I'm like, I'll play 3 times a week, practice like once or twice. Oh, yeah, figures. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, well, they know that to get to that point, you're going to have to put that effort in and stuff like that. And it's
yeah,
like, it's the same with that with Keith. It's like, well, yeah, you know, you've got to put the work in. You know, you've got to do this stuff. But at some point, they'll turn around and go, I want that. And at some point, it'll hurt enough to go, I want to be that person. And I appreciate that. Look, if you're selling programming and coaching to a 30-year-old, selling the whole 50-year-old and being able to play golf and be fit and do pull-ups isn't necessarily immediately in their mind. 30-year-olds think like that as well. 30-year-olds also are overweight and under strengthened and don't do pull-ups. Like it's the same thing. Like it's no
yeah.
different.
Let's be very in the same the golf analogy. Do you think that I don't consistently still try and train for power because I want to outdrive Dan? I still
That's all
want to
you've
hit the
got. That's all
ball.
you've got in it. That's all you've
I
got to
still
be
want
fair
to
with the
hit the ball
golf.
farther than anybody I play with. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I could give a shit. Like, I
yeah,
might spray it around every now, but I'm like, I'm gonna outdrive you. I was like, I can
yeah.
still, even though I might not be built for everything, I'm like, I can still fucking smash it past somebody who's bigger than me. I'm
Yeah, and I,
like,
and,
fine.
and 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 I think that you'll know that feeling, right? If you've ever been competitive, ever been like an athlete to a certain
Oh,
degree, and I
like,
think that
yeah. Oh, what are you taking
people
down?
miss that.
Oh, 7. Yeah, I'll take an 8 then.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, 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 literally. Every time, right? And I think I think it's the same with like say I know that people slag off the photo shoots and all this sort of stuff to a certain degree, but there's part of it for me that I'm so glad I did that because I'll always again Isabel again she jokes sometimes we go through phones and flick through old photos and she's like, Daddy, do you remember when you were strong? I was like, fuck her. Like, but again, it's that association with like you've done it. No one can take that away from you. It's a challenge, it's difficult, not everyone can do it. But like it's those physical challenges that I think is the reason why so many coaches that I speak to don't have the number of clients they want and certainly don't have the level of client they want is because they're never challenging themselves. Like I'm like, do a fucking
Oh,
triathlon, do a photo shoot, do a powerlifting meet, do a golf tournament, whatever. But like you're someone that's doing these things and other people will go, well, I want to be like that. I want to be able to do that stuff.
just put this in perspective, right? And my clients, my group, like what, 35, 40 of you in there, I can call you out right now. This month, right, last month, I think Dan knows that I was doing like a double broad jump, like testing, and people were competing
Well,
against each
yeah,
other.
because I saw David Byrne on his stories, Rhino
Fucking
jumping across the
hilarious.
gym.
Cool. Really cool. Right, first month, everybody's kind of blah, blah, blah. This month, I asked them to do a 1 mile time trial. One at the start, one at one at the end.
I'm not doing
40
that.
people. 5 people have done it.
Too hard.
Two are,
Yeah.
correct. Yeah. doesn't fit in with your schedule. I'm sorry. What? All of you fucking coach. All of you do this. So I'm gonna light some fucking fireworks up some people's butts on Thursday because I'm gonna be like, all right, some of you would have a valid reason not to do this, but would you think it would have been a good story for you to tell over the month in your coaching? Just like, actually, I'm trying different things. I'm trying to get better at certain things, but this is something I don't really do. And then
Outside my comfort zone, something I'm not confident in. Oh, bit like you guys.
and they're like, come
Ah,
on,
right.
like. And I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, do it. Even if it was like a slightly half-assed effort or
I'm
like
sorry, but a mile is fuck all as well. It's not like you ask them to do a
it's
half marathon training, is it? Do you know what I
fucking
mean? That
like
might interrupt their training.
most decent fit like coaches will be
People
able
do it
to
in
do it
three
in
minutes.
7 minutes.
3 minutes, surely. 3 minutes, isn't it? 3 minutes.
About that. 3 minutes. All right.
Four
If you're
minents at least.
if
Come on, it's
you're a
called a 4 minute
reasonably
mile.
decent, okay runner, you'll do it in like 6 minutes or something like that. Okay. Like, but I'm
Yeah.
asking you for 6 to 7 minutes of work of
Yeah.
hard graft. That's it.
hmm
So
Too much,
I
mate.
provided all the training, provided all the warm-ups, all that kind of stuff. But it relays into it. Like, and I've said it before, like in terms of testing and stuff like that. People, but there's always like, oh, I used to do that. But what do you do now?
Uh,
Like, put yourself through that kind of thing.
yeah.
Like, and if you're going to get better, just show it. Yeah, it's only a 4 week period, but guess what? With them probably going to do a mile fucking time trial again in 6 months. I'm like, cool. And if you do any running with me, it's one of the things I make you do fairly frequently to put you
Mm.
outside your comfort zone, stuff like that. So people will do that, especially if you want to get a faster 5K. Guess what? There's speed work involved. You have to feel that stress of feeling it is fucking hard work to do. Yeah, very strange.
Yeah,
Um,
I do. I have to say, a lot of coaches do not put themselves in the position that their clients are in very often. They really don't. Like again, they get the physique, they do the gym work, they do that, and then they go, I'm just a bit bored of training right now. I don't really feel like I'm focused on anything. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, yeah, do something fucking different, will you? Do something. Like, yeah, like with this 12-week program for the knee thing. Why don't any of you do it and go, yeah, it works. This is really good for knees, actually. Like, again,
12 weeks though,
like you
innit?
can,
Long time.
yeah, yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, a bit different, but there's no upper body work involved in it. Okay, so you just do pull-ups and push-ups a couple of times a week, and that's it. That's all you do for body for a 12 weeks. Big whoop, and again for coaches and supposed to people that are supposed to inspire people and supposed to push them to do these things, they don't put themselves in their clients' positions very often, and B, I actually don't think any of them are that inspiring or anything because they don't do anything. They're actually, and this might sound a bit harsh, but they're actually quite mediocre at majority of stuff, right? And that sounds a bit harsh, but like I'd rather that you were challenging yourself and push yourself. And look, I'm going to shout out Davey again. Like I don't want to big him up too much because he's a bit of a clown at the best of times.
I can't
Um,
not laugh at all of his shit. Like, he's just
he's
funny.
he's great, right? He's great, but like his whole thing was he works with beginners, and part of the reason that I think he signed up with Tom is because he wanted to feel what it was like to be a beginner again. So when I joke about Davey jumping around in his gym and doing all these plyos, he's probably never done them in his life.
No.
And he works with beginners, and he's literally making a whole thing on Instagram about I'm back to being a beginner again. I'm doing what you guys do. And I feel really nervous. I feel really anxious about doing this in front of all these people. I could fall over at any moment.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
And he has.
brilliant. Absolutely. And he has, yeah. Absolutely brilliant. He's a beginner again. He's like, what does it feel like to be shit at an exercise, to be shit at stuff? He knows exactly what's going on in their head. He knows exactly what they're feeling like, and he can put it into his content. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Again, but everyone's just sat in their comfort zone doing the same bodybuilding split, the same 3 by 10. Oh, I'm a bit boring. Oh, I'm not getting clients through the door. Oh, yeah, I know why. Straight away. I know why. Um, it's again, it's just this lack of trying things. And like we talked about this loads of times before about me and you when we were PTs in the gym. Like, tried everything, tried all sorts of stuff to figure out what we like, what we didn't like. I don't know how many more times we can say it, but like
I
it
know.
again,
So,
like you need to know what this feels like for people.
100%, unfortunately. But
No
it
one.
does take a while to sink in with people, honestly.
But
Um,
I get the same with even saying to people go on YouTube and start making videos on YouTube. Again, it comes back to the same thing of like, oh, but just a bit shit. Well, they're a bit crap. I don't know where to start. Okay, what do you think your clients feel like whenever they do something? Come on, like let's just start thinking like that. Like, yeah, it's just yeah, it's weird.
correct.
But anyway,
Yeah.
what can you do?
Anyway, anyway. All right. The two things. Well, actually, one irked me today was, and then I've sent had a bit load of coaches send me the ones. Um, Coaching queuing hasn't got any better, and definitely you can tell
Oh yeah,
when.
I saw the one you posted about the
Oh,
Was
fuck off.
it head up and head up and chest up and core engaged? Which one is
Yeah,
it? Which one is it?
yeah. Which
Which one
one?
do you want me to do?
Then there's some people were just like, then like Sam said, he was like, yeah, it's constantly chest up, back flat in his gym. Apparently, I was like, I don't even know how to do that.
Mm.
I was like, what? Chest up, back flat. It's these weird fucking positions, and it's just like in queuing, right? And you'll get. This honestly, in one-to-one coach, it just takes time. It just you're the more like expressive you can be with your language about cueing people who I'm guessing again, like 95% of us coach beginners or people who not gym savvy or whatever. So they need external cueing to whatever they're doing. But the more you can relate it to real life is better. Like, so I use what like certain things. Like I use the canister talk a lot. I'm like, all right, these are your abs. I was like, this is your dash. Go to YouTube if you want to see a fucking representation of this, guys. My can, the top of it is my rib cage. Cool. And everything, if I want to brace my core, I've got to make it look like this, okay? And this is tucked under. As soon as I extend, all right, that's not good. That's a really weak core. As soon as my back goes one way or the other, I need to get it canistery. So fill it with air, lock it in, and make it feel like a canister. Like, ooh, okay, cool. I know what that kind of looks like. Right. It's not chest up, because immediately when chest up, that happens. This is my chest going up, and then I got this horrible kind of caveat thing happen down there. I'm like, all right, well, that's not really strong. So awful. Yeah, no bueno, that kind of stuff. Throwaway comments, but start to learn how to kind of use how people like
Nah,
think.
just say engage your core.
Engage your
That's what
core.
the best
Right,
is.
cool.
Yeah. What does that mean? Engage your core. Just engage your core. Come on, guys, just engage your core. Will.
So yeah, I said so. I like one of my clients like saw my in-person clients who couldn't give a shit about the gym, right? And Ali today, and then he was like, "Yeah, engage your core." And he's like, "That means like do a shit, right?" And he was like, "That's what I think about when somebody's that's how to push out a shit." He was like, "That's how you get hemorrhoids." I was like, "Brilliant, cool." That's what they're fucking thinking about when you say that, right? That's normal person would say when you say engage your core, squeeze your abs. What? Like, no,
Yeah.
not with your hands. Like, okay, cool. Right? How are we going to get them to contract that bit? What does that sensation feel like? I asked them to like because I taught a core like webinar last week, and I was like, all right, I actually and this girl was like, oh, you just said something completely the opposite of what I've been taught. And I asked when people want to engage their core, I asked for a big breath in, and I want you to spit some breath out because when you breathe out, you have to contract your abs to like push lungs down and put your rib cage down. Like when you breathe in, your everything like expands, and it's like that's not tensile strength. I was like, I need a little spit out, and everybody knows what that feels like. I was like,
Mm.
they understand how to release some air out of their just and spit it out, or blow that balloon, or blow that thing away. If you were going to blow an ant off you, what does that feel like? All right, cool. That's good.
Well, I
Um,
think what they need, Tom, is a balloon
the yeah, blow the balloon up.
or a lollipop stick. One of either of those two.
I would just spend hundreds of thousands of pounds just thinking that your teeth do everything, and yeah, it's crazy. Oh dear, still a thing, isn't it? PRI? So
Is it?
rabbit holes, rabbit holes.
Is
Yeah,
it
interesting.
fucking
But queuing annoyed me.
PRI?
It just annoyed me today because I saw that post and I was just like, how to spot someone who only coaches online, perhaps, and
Mm.
hasn't thought about it. Just those throwaway comments of
Uh,
just like, do this, do this, do this, and then it's perfect. It's like you might as well just wrote like I don't know, fucking sandwich fillings around that person and just told them to do those things, and they would have got the same outcome. The visual reputation is wonderful. The writing was terrible. I'm like, okay,
mm.
cool. Make them again.
Yeah,
It's
I do think that does show. I think also as well, like I think with coaches and the external cueing, like you just said there about using the more vulgar explanations of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that I always feel like it sticks in the memory, number one. Number two is that it's how normal people remember this stuff. No one, like it's like we say, no one cares about training. No one actually wants to be better trainer. They just want to be,
No,
they
no.
just want everything that comes with it, right? So if you can explain it in a way that they remember, that's what's more important than if it's right. Like I think that's the key thing is like, well, technically what you need to do is you need to engage this abdominus, rectus abdominis and forget about like, no, don't say anything to that. Just tell me in a way that's going to make me remember it, and I do the thing you want me to do. That's a good coach. Don't care if you explain the right terminology, the right language. Don't care.
Yeah.
That doesn't tell me you're a good coach. That just tells me you've just remembered a dictionary, right? Not a good coach.
And then if you're
I think all the best coaches know because they've worked with humans who don't care about training, who they want them to remember certain things so that they train better. And all the people I know, like all the best coaches, right? They've always used external cues, number one, and number two is they always make them relevant to everyday objects or everyday experiences, or like I said, more vulgar things
yeah.
because people
Funny.
remember that stuff. And it's funny, like you say, they don't ever forget that.
And I do it nearly every week on a technical session, right? I had Kieran last week and we were doing different things with his reverse lunges. And I was like, why aren't you using the fucking like lines on the floor? I was like, you've got some really cool lines there. Why are they not there? Like, why are you kind of like waving a little bit? And he's like, I haven't really thought about why am I not using those? I was like, I don't know. Like, they're fucking perfect for what you're doing. And then you can start to get where you exactly need to put your foot back every single time because it looks inconsistent. He's like,
Mm.
very interesting. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Use those. And like, I think there's also, I don't know whether young coaches, I get it. And you've gone through that whole like, oh, so I had it again the other day as well, like the heel lifts and like box squats and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's like it's it's you're never gonna get. I go back and forwards on this, and I've settled on like I will heel lift squat pretty much anybody. I couldn't give a shit because none of you are powerlifting. And unless you're athletics and we need to do certain things,
Mm.
but the chances are like none of you are powerlifting or doing anything like that. So it doesn't really matter. Honestly, if I'm gonna bloat your quads more, cool. That's absolutely fine. I just that's what it's for more than anything. I'm making that squat more quaddy because you're more posterior dominant. That's it. And giving somebody the external cue of a box squat or a squat to box, and I'm like, yeah, I think people get like maybe shy away from that.
Mm.
Don't give them the bench to box to because they're like too scared that it's not like cool and the other personal trainers are going to judge them. Hey, if that's the external cue that client needs to just to sit down and get to where they need to complete that rep, do it. Fucking
Mm.
hell. Doesn't matter. Like that lad Ali, I was like, I've got him fucking
I
squatting
think
to the bench the
people
whole time.
Yeah, I think people are too worried about again, like what other coaches would think or
Mm.
say or do. Well, it's not a proper ass squat, so it's not good enough. Oh, it's not this, not. It's like,
What?
sorry, but the only focus is that person in front of you right now and how they're going to perform best. And if that requires a bench, a high bench, a fucking prop, I don't care. Like what you need to do to get them to do the task that's needed. But like I see it all the time. Like I remember one of the things that my biggest bugbears that I had, and again, like is that I used to see people rushing in. Like on I mean, you see PTs do this all the time in third space. Probably see it all the time now in gyms, right? I see people and I can tell it's their first session with the PT. I can tell. I can tell you, everyone can tell to put it a mile away, right? Who's been a PT. And it's when they go straight over to the squat rack and squat them with a barbell on their back. Just annoys me. I'm like, of all the ability and all the things that you've got available to you, you go to one of the hardest movements that's arguably one of the most scary, one of the most anxiety inducing, one of the ones that's going to expose a lot of weaknesses. They just want to have a good workout, mate. They don't want to feel like shit. They don't want to feel like they can't do anything.
Yeah.
Just give them a fucking dumbbell, hold it in front of them, and go, "Can I just see you move with that, please?" Like, just stick your butt towards the floor for me. Like,
And they got more chance of doing it, right? Like,
correct. And it frustrates the hell out of me that we forget as well that people want to leave that first session feeling empowered and like they can do this.
Mm.
Not well, oh, this is a fucking shit. Like, oh my God, I squatted that bar with no weight on it and I felt like shit doing it and it really hurt my back. Oh, don't and I can't use that pad because all the coaches take the piss out of me and the coach made a joke about how I shouldn't do that. No, it's the trainer's fault that you're in that position because you're not in a position where you should be lifting anywhere near that on your back. Like that's just not your fault. That's the one thing that I despise about the fitness industry is this. again, everyone should bar back squat. Everyone needs to do this stuff because I know what I know best, and I'm a PT, and I'm fit and strong and got muscles. It's like I reckon that me and you could give these people that they train a harder workout with one 10 kilo dumbbell,
Oh yeah.
a harder, more enjoyable, more productive, more beneficial workout than they can do with that bar back squat and the machines that they're going to try and beast them on. It's that's what frustrates me is this lack of ability. Because yeah, maybe it comes from working in third space where we had to literally stick to a 3 by 3 meter space on the gym floor because it was so busy, and we had to get creative with the way we did things and time under tension and single leg stuff and whatever. And I actually think it made us better trainers because we realized actually you don't need all this fancy equipment. You just need to understand the person in front of you, the demands that they need to be put on them in order to progress. And I just don't think PTs do that anymore. I think they just hide behind this, well, you can't do that squat yet. Oh, we need to work on this movement. No, they want to feel empowered. You're just telling them everything they're doing wrong. No, they want to leave going, oh, I'm good at that. I can do that.
Oh.
Just baffles me.
All right. Let's bring to its close Daniel
Mm.
Meek. What do I normally ask? Not any other business. What have I started on? Any recommendations? There we go.
Any recommendations? I mean, I posted loads of recommendations of books, didn't I, on my Instagram
I
page the other
know.
day. So
Everybody was
look at
far
that.
too like nice to you in the comments as well.
I know that it got like the most amount of saves that any post ever made has got.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah.
Weird that. So yeah, go read those books. There you go. My recommendation.
Hungry Caterpillar, then James the Giant's Peach. They're all insect based.
Of course
Um,
so. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And then the Encyclopedia of Ants. So pretty cool.
yeah.
Pretty good.
Ants in your pants.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. We will be back in 2 weeks, unfortunately, as I do my world tour of 2 countries.
World tour.
No, I'm just North America, which is all fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, I hope you see my content, which will be very Mexican based. So Dan
Look
will be
forward to
jealous
it.
of all my tortillas and tacos and everything.
Probably. Enchiladas.
Enchiladas, yeah.
Birria and all sorts. Yeah. Oh,
Birria
delicious.
tacos.
All over 'em.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
See you later.